Here's my external microphone, which I'm using at the moment on my Sony Alpha 7 IV. And attached to that camera is my 14mm 1.8 G Master super wide angle lens. I'm filming myself in 4K 25 at the moment. As you can see, the microphone is attached to my jacket and I'm using the wind protection. The same camera, the same settings, apart from one small difference. Here's now the wind protection, which I now detached from that microphone. And this is just an audio test in a really cool winter world here in the area of Cologne. The cool thing about this package is that this microphone actually is super cheap if you compare it to other manufacturers. So you get this microphone, another microphone, the receiver, which is now attached to my camera. You got a 3.5mm adapter to USB Type-C. You got two 3.5mm cables, one for your phone and one for the camera. Two wind protections and a charging cable with a charging case. So you can charge both microphones and the receiver at the same time. The good thing about having an external microphone like this one here is that it doesn't really matter in which direction you hold the camera to. You will always get the same audio quality. So if I would walk through a city and I would like to show you something, I can point in a direction, or I can give my partner the other microphone and we can speak to each other and we'll get a decent audio, much better compared to the internal microphone here of my camera, which I'm going to test out now. That is the internal microphone of my Sony Alpha 7 IV. I'm still using the 14mm 1.8 G Master lens, filming myself with an aperture of 2.8 ISO 160. The AF tracking is set to on here in this Cologne winter world. It's not windy at the moment, but I guess the audio from the external microphone will probably sound much better. Anytime I start to record audio using my mirrorless camera, I try to set the audio recording level to approximately -3 to -6 decibels, which is level 15 here on the Sony Alpha 7 IV camera. On the receiver you will find an orange button. Once you push that, you can turn on or off the receiver. And you can switch between mono and stereo. On the microphone, you got one of these orange buttons here at the side as well. If I push this, I'm gonna mute myself. So if I push this button once again, you start hearing me again. There are two different ways to charge the receiver and the microphone. Either you use the provided case with the included USB-C cable and charge both microphones and the receiver at the same time, or you charge them individually using the USB Type-C port here at the bottom side. That's another example using the internal microphone of my Sony camera. I turned up the audio recording level to 20. And I would like to show you this also in the other direction, if it improves the audio quality, having an external microphone. Here is now again the internal microphone of my Sony Alpha 7 IV. If I would like to show you something, maybe, hey, look at this tree over there, it's covered in snow. You got now an idea if it makes sense to get an external microphone or not. So now I have two tests for you, one with wind and the other one is about the distance. And here's a distance test with the Comica microphone. I'm about 50 meters away from the camera. At the moment I'm shooting on the Sony Alpha 7 IV and my 14mm 1.8 G Master super wide angle lens, which I usually use to record myself at home at my desk. Why would you get an external microphone like this? First of all, you would like to improve the audio quality of your camera or your phone. And the cool thing is this package here contains a charging case, including two microphones and a receiver. There's a small LED here at the microphone. Anytime I push the mute button, this small LED turns from blue into red, so you know exactly that you muted yourself. And this is also indicated on top of the receiver. So everyone, I hope you enjoyed watching this short review about another external microphone which I'm using here on my Sony camera. Of course, you can use it in combination with other cameras as well, like Nikon or Canon. If you have any further questions, make sure to leave a comment below. And if you would like to get this cheap microphone, you will find it as a link provided in the video description. See you next time und tschüss.